My daughter was recently diagnosed with bipolar with psychotic features. And on what you have shared, she must be in a constant manic mode because very, very seldom, maybe about 3 years ago, she went through a depressed state where she would not get out of bed, I mean, for days. I couldn't get her to get up and take a shower or stuff. And, but now, she doesn't believe she's sick. Defects had her diagnosed. Consequently, I have the boys now, her 2 children, till they're 18. Don't be a mom at 65. Lord again. But anyway, and you know, she will not hear from me as her mother or her father that, you know, you need to follow through with what defects told you to do, to go to the county mental health. Well, she doesn't think she's sick. And of course, I don't have power of attorney over her health to get her in a facility. Plus, she doesn't have insurance anyway because she doesn't work. So I don't know what, you know, I know as being in a recovery program, Al-Anon, that I'm not supposed to control or do for her. But she's getting worse as time goes on.
Sometimes she's going to have to get worse. I actually have been diagnosed for 10 years, and I just got to a point of acceptance 3 years ago. So for 7 years, I was in denial. And it actually took me having a run-in with the police, having to go to jail, attempt suicide, and go through the hellish days of my life in order to begin to start accepting. So when you're dealing with her, she hadn't hit rock bottom yet. Had she hit rock bottom yet, she hadn't. There's still ways that she can go.
I mean, she is talking all hours of the night, cussing people out that aren't there. There's some girl named Melissa, bless her heart, she really gets a cussing. And you know, my daughter, my precious daughter that I had, I don't see her anymore. You know, she's gone. And I fear for her, and I fear for my grandsons. And I'm at my wit's end. So,
do you go to any support groups for people dealing with this?
No, but I'm going to. I realize that I need to.
Because NAMI even has a family to family?
Yeah, they do. They do. But I work full time from 9 to 6 in Midtown, so I have to really, I can't make it to get there on time. But I'm going to ask off on that night to make it, because sometimes it's just with the boys and keeping up with school is so overwhelming, you know. And then
it's going to be less overwhelming when you get a grip on what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Or not supposed to.
Or not supposed
Oh,
to.
yeah, which is not mine, her business.
That's the hardest.
That's what I say, because you're just overwhelmed right now. Family to family can help you to deal with that feeling of being overwhelmed, how to chill a little bit, and what to do to take it. Because you got to take care of you, or you're going to be no use to your daughter. So worry about you right now, and you dealing with it.
And Mom, that's a hard one. Understand me, same situation. My son has been doing extremely well, and then 3 weeks ago he just got married. We went down to Martha's Vineyard for the wedding. Everything was wonderful, but while we were there helping them get ready, they started to do celebratory drinks. He cannot drink, 0. And I'm saying, you think you want to do that? Oh, I'm good. And I'm saying, inwardly, I'm freaking out because I already know where this is going to go. So it took 2 weeks after the wedding, in jail, drugged out, drunk, laid out. Very fortunate because he's on probation. And just about to come off of it, I believe, June or August, between June and August. They held him. They never looked at his record. They held him. So he was very blessed, very fortunate. But, you know, so here I'm on the phone saying, learn to love you. It took me years to get to that point where I was not consumed with the action. I'm hurt by it and I'm disappointed. Still love you, don't judge you, because I understand it. If anybody understands it, making those ill decisions, you know, you don't mean to, you don't even want to, but it just, you lean over to the right and there it goes. You know, it's all downhill. The thing you have to do, or I suggest you do as a parent, is one, learn to love you and that you did not make a mistake with her. Because sometimes I know I'm like, it's all my fault. And it's not your fault. It is what it is. We are a beautifully minded group of people. We really are. In that beautiful mind, we have a kaleidoscope of colors. And sometimes we mix them all together and it looks really horrible. And those are those ill choice times. And then at other times we have blues and we have greens and they're bright and they're vivid and they're all of those things. But you as the parent have to learn to let it go and allow her to go, as brother said. You have to, because if you don't, it's like cutting open the sack before the caterpillar turns into the butterfly. It'll just die. It won't develop.